Greetings, YouTube. Today's story comes out of Albany, New York, and is from the end of August, so last month. New York is currently undergoing a measles outbreak, and a law has been passed stating that children who attend public schools will be required to have their full round of vaccinations. Some parents, upset at this because they are idiots, have filed a suit against the state, and a judge has made a preliminary hearing decision against it. State Supreme Court Judge Denise Hartman denied an injunction against the law Friday, citing extensive legal precedent supporting compulsory vaccination laws. She quoted a 1944 U.S. Supreme Court ruling saying the right to practice religion does not include liberty to expose the community or the children to communicable disease or the latter to ill health or death. And of course, they're going to have a counter argument to this. There's going to be because they want to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. And another comment from the judge is this law will help to protect New Yorkers from experiencing any additional public health crises, which is why we vigorously defend it. Yay. Now, one of the parents in question, Gina Gentry of Buffalo, I will not go against what my God is telling me to do, whose 4 children ages 1 to 7 are unvaccinated. Well, as I've said it before and I'll say it now, if your God is telling you to put your child's life at risk and the lives of other people at risk, you have a shitty God. Go find a new God. Not vaccinating your kids puts their lives at risk, but it also puts the entire community at risk because it helps to break the cycle of herd immunity. Also, there are people in your community who cannot have vaccines because they have compromised immune systems, or people who have come into the country who have from places where they don't have vaccinations that are readily available. So their lives are put at risk, not to mention the kids who are too young to have yet had their round of vaccinations, whose parents want them to have them because they're smart, but haven't had them yet. You are putting all of these people's lives at risk, your own and your community, because you are a fucking idiot. I'm not going to mince words here. If you don't believe in vaccinations, you are an idiot. And you should not be allowed to parent. The state needs to make sure your kids are vaccinated. Flat out. And if this is the first step towards that, cool. Go for it. Make sure that every child that attends a public school is fully vaccinated. We need this everywhere in the United States. We need to make sure that kids are not at danger and a danger to the public. And if their parents aren't smart enough, then the state has to step in. Because remember, all of the controversy around this vaccination furor was started by a man who dissed the vaccinations so people would buy his vaccines because he was a con man. Flat out. He was a doctor. They've taken his right to practice medicine away. But he said that he made up all these lies about the standard vaccination regimen so that people would buy his vaccine, which was a single injection as opposed to 3 spread over time. And because of that, he sowed the seed of doubt in the public mind. It was taken up by celebrities and by more people who know even less about vaccines than he did. And bingo! Now we have people denying their kids' vaccines and a measles outbreak, a disease that we had almost completely wiped out in America. But nope, not now, thanks to these idiot parents. And what's amazing to me about this is both ends of the spectrum. There are hard right and hard left parents who are being equally dumb. There are no political spectrum exceptions here. It seems that you can be anywhere on the political spectrum and still be stupid enough to think that vaccines aren't straight. So again, vaccines are safe. Make sure your kids are vaccinated. And if they aren't, we the people have to make sure they are. Because we have to step in and save their lives from their parents who are fucking idiots.